Good morning.
Hey, how are
Yeah,
you?
I'm a little dopey tired, but I'm but I'm good. I was
Well,
really hoping I wouldn't get called into work last night, but yeah, I did.
full props for showing up here this morning, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you
With
wouldn't you
my
wouldn't know it.
insomnia
Coffee
sweatshirt.
company. Is that a real coffee shop? Is
I
there
don't
is there an
know.
insomnia coffee co? Because
I
I think
I
that would
hope
be
so.
brilliant.
I know. I got
Mhm.
this from my daughter. This is a hand-me-down from my daughter, and I wear it
Mm,
all the time because I think it's hilarious and super comfortable. But I don't know if Insomnia Coffee Company is in fact a
a
real thing, and I have
thing. We
never
should
looked it up.
Google it. Yeah, we should
Yeah,
totally Google it. And if
we
somebody
should.
hasn't done it yet, I think somebody should do it by now. So,
Yes,
because I
yes.
think that would be brilliant.
I agree. I
Hmm.
agree. It's awesome.
Cool.
I'm so excited about who we're talking
Oh,
to today.
same
Couldn't
here.
skip
And
out
we've
on you.
and this is the second time we're going to have the opportunity to chat with this wonderful human being. She is truly a gem amongst gems.
Really is.
This totally sweet, incredibly funny, and mad skilled as a baker as well. And I've been following her for quite some time, and her journey is kind of similar to ours in a sense of she tried out for the Great British Bake Off for years and years and years, and always got those dreaded, sorry, not this year letters. And she basically, went online and talked about it. And from there, she's built this beautiful platform, this beautiful community. And she's called the Caketoonist. You might remember her, Tat Effby. And we've got her back because she has a new cookbook.
Yes. This is
Bake Your Sweet Time.
I love the concept of
Mhm.
this cookbook.
Yeah.
It,
And
go ahead. You can say it.
it
Show the
takes
cover.
You know what? This is a book for you. If you have 20 minutes to put together a bake, you have an hour to put together a bake. If you have 4 hours to put together a bake, if you're craving something, especially some of those delicious sort of British inspired bakes, this book is fabulous for that, because you can get a Jaffa cake, you can get a sticky toffee pudding, you can get a millionaire shortbread. What
Yep.
else does she have in here? Like everything, like Battenberg, uh, baklava, Bakewell tarts, like anything your heart desires. She's
Yep.
got a quick and easy recipe, and things that give you the feeling of having this special bake and doing it in such a quick amount of time. Or if you want to you know, challenge
Spend your
yourself.
day baking.
Exactly. So it's great for those procrastinators like you and I are, I know,
Oh
and I
yeah.
know a lot of you guys are as well. It's fabulous. And it's just fun. It's so well illustrated.
It's
Um,
beautiful.
yeah. And,
This is
and
at the end, she's got a whole section of foundation recipes. So she's got choux pastry, phyllo pastry, different kneading methods, digestive biscuits, plant-based recipes for meringue, etc., plant-based pastry cream. She's even got a recipe for pearl sugar in here. You can
that's
make your own
crazy,
pearl sugar, which is
which
a
is awesome.
beautiful decoration. Yeah.
Yes, or if you're doing those what are they called? Leger waffles, like the Belgian waffles that use
I
the
do
pearl
not
sugar.
know what that is, but that
Oh, those are so good. So good. You
I
must.
must. And tips on tempering chocolate and a dry
Mhm.
caramel and a wet caramel. Like these are basics and so many plant-based options. So this is
Mhm.
a beautiful book. And she's done such a great job with it. And it's
Yes.
exciting to hold it in our hands.
And it's so fun. And I have the best way to introduce Taft to our program,
Oh yeah?
because on page 153 of her book, this is the illustration. And if you hold it up, you could be Taft FB too.
Okay, for our listeners, the picture on page 153 is the lower half of Tat's face, and she's holding some delicious dessert. And so Christina has put it up to her face and to kind of complete the picture. So it is Christina's
Mhm.
eyes and then the rest of the picture of Tat's lower half of her face, and it looks rather ridiculous. So I
It
am now
does.
doing it myself, and I think
That is brilliant.
an
Yes.
excellent way for us to welcome Tat Effby, the Caketoonist, to the Baking Scraps today.
Again,
Welcome.
welcome. Hopefully, Tat will be here soon. Hello.
That's amazing. That is absolutely brilliant. It's so freaky.
It is a bit freaky.
I am definitely having
Oh, that's
nightmares
awesome.
tonight, aren't I?
Oh no.
What a way to
Well,
start.
we're sorry we've caused those for you.
I think it was you that caused it, actually.
Yes, exactly.
It
But
was.
how brilliant though. That is just so fun. So
Isn't it?
fun.
Isn't it ridiculous? And it's a sort of, it's a complete accident that that photo ended up in there like that. It was the last day of filming or of shooting,
Yeah.
and no one knew how to photograph that dessert because it's all different angles. It's all really
Yes.
complicated, isn't it? The
Yeah.
Gâteau St. Millionore. So it really
Woo.
was like, right, you stand there, hold the dessert, and then they shot it. And then when it ended up in the book, I was like, oh, I think there's
Hard
an
to
opportunity here.
hard to
And
make it at the
and
right.
yeah.
There we go. Does that look about right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Oh,
perfect.
there. Hello.
Yours is hilarious, Christina. You've got this tiny jaw.
I look like you've got this ridiculous, like Lord Farquaad haircut.
It does because it totally cuts it off. Now, how about if I do or I can't. My hair's not long enough to bring
Oh,
over.
that's going above and beyond. That's amazing.
There. How's that?
What a brilliant welcome. Thanks so much.
Well, we try. We
This
try.
this is so big and beautiful, and oh my goodness! Like when it came in the mail, I was like, "Oh!" And Chris is like, "What did you get?" And I'm like, "It's
Yeah.
my friend's book."
It's a justifiable purchase because you know me. You know,
Yes,
you
that's
have to buy it to
Absolutely.
support me.
That's
true.
well, more than that. I think you are a brilliant baker as well. I love all the recipes you've posted online as it is. And
Thank you.
so, more than just obviously supporting you as the most wonderful human being that you are, and you bring such joy to life. Supporting that, but also going through this, there's so many brilliant recipes in here. And
And then
what
not
I
all requiring a waffle maker.
No,
exactly.
I think there's only
Al-
2 waffles in there, isn't there?
Although the waffle series is absolutely brilliant, I have to
Thank
admit
you.
on that. But what I love about it is anybody can bake, regardless of whether they have a half hour or 4 hours of time to kill.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's the wonderful thing about this, especially if
Thank
you're
you. Yes.
craving.
Yeah, I think it's sort of just a way of me foisting baking on you. It's like you've got no excuse not to bake because if you're telling me you don't have time, I'm telling you you do have time actually.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm
Yep,
making you
exactly.
all complicit in my obsession.
Oh, it's fabulous. We're so excited to spread the word.
Well,
Totally.
thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks for having me back. It's so lovely to be back and chatting.
Oh, we're
Oh,
so excited to be able to chat again. I'm a little tired because I got called in on night shift last night. So
Oh no. So have you got coffee?
I certainly do. My
Okay.
heartbeat coffee is, oh, look at this
Oh,
ah.
stick and
oh, I
everything.
see it. Yeah. Brilliant.
You're
I tried to freshen myself up for you so that I would look alive.
Oh, you look lovely. You look
Thank
more than alive.
I'm
right.
feeling better and better the more we talk. So,
Good.
Excellent.
it was a good
See,
start for me too.
not only does coffee give you life, but Tat does too.
And
Oh yeah.
sugar and cake.
Mm,
Yes, sugar and
cake
cake
is
for
always good.
sure.
Yes, little
Yeah.
sugar never hurts, does it?
I
No,
don't think so. Just a little bit.
it's not the spice of life, but yeah, the
Yeah.
It's
taste
Spice is
of
the
life.
spice of life.
So, Tat, what have
Oh,
you been up to? I mean, we kind of know a little
well,
bit about what you've been up to, but
Yes, you're
Best
holding
little
it.
thing.
You're holding
Oh,
it. That's,
you
yeah,
can't really.
that
I should take
that
my.
has
That's not
taken.
working.
No. Oh, well, maybe from. Oh, I had it. There we go. How's
There you
There we
that?
go.
I have
go.
to put it in
Excellent
front of my
product
face.
shot.
Probably a good thing, right?
I like it when you hold it to the side and it blurs. It makes it seem like it's something extremely explicit, doesn't it? It's like something that's been
Yeah, we should pixelate it further.
for
So,
for reasons of taste, we're not showing you this. It's X-rated baking. It's not.
is
No,
that
it's
your
not.
next cookbook? Is that your next one?
Hmm.
Now
No, I think not. I'm too
Oh,
much of a prude for that.
that would be a new direction for you.
Yeah,
That'd be very
yeah.
funny.
I try and
a
keep
whole
it
other
clean.
audience.
Oh
Yeah, whole
yes.
other audience, though. I mean, look, if you're looking to
I
break
Yeah.
think
into
that
those.
she
Yeah,
is doing a pretty good job getting an audience on her own.
absolutely. Nope. But I
It
was
might,
thinking if she wanted to go to OnlyFans kind of status.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's where the money is. It's one thing having a following, isn't it? But it's another thing working out how to monetize it, which is something that I have not figured out.
Mhm.
Oh,
Right?
that's
But on
unfortunate. You spent so much time doing this and
Sure, yeah, yeah. It's such a bizarre thing, isn't it? The amount of time and effort that so many people put into it,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so few.
The
I
reward.
can't believe people really earn a living from it. Like, if
Mhm.
they're being honest, are they really? Because I don't understand how they're doing it. You'd
Yeah.
have to be doing, like paid partnerships every day, or, you
Yeah.
know, uh, subscriptions and this and that. And yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I think
son told me at the beginning of the podcast, he was like, you should have a Patreon, and then you should have some content that is only accessible through the Patreon.
Hmm.
mm,
But I was like, well, you have to have an audience first, right? And you
Sure.
have to have people that are even interested in hearing what you have to say. And
yeah,
2 years
Yeah.
later, we're still like, hello, where's our
we're here. Hello.
Yeah, but the audience you have, I see a few people talking about this, and it's like if you imagine the number of followers or the number of views you have as actual people, and you imagine them in a room,
Yeah.
then it seems a bit, like 100 people. If only 100 people saw your video on TikTok, I'm not saying that's what your
No.
figures are, but if
Yeah.
that is that, and you think, well, actually, 100, if that was 100 real people in a room, it's pretty
Yeah.
impressive, isn't it?
Yeah,
True. Yeah.
it's a
You
good way of
know,
looking at it. Yeah.
yeah, it's just perceiving it, isn't it? Just different perceptions of it. Yeah,
Do have
Hmm.
our core following, which is really nice. The people that
yeah,
interact a lot with us. And yeah, I'm
yeah.
happy
It's
to
a it's
see.
a it's sort of about
Mhm.
communities, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And what you two have done, have just built this gorgeous baking stroke bake off community, and it's just. I know it's so much effort that's so sort of rarely rewarded in sort of financial terms, but you do a wonderful thing.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
That's so sweet of you to say. And I think that's part of, we speak about the baking community that we've been able to have, and hopefully more people will come on and join on this platform. But it is really about supporting each other and
Hmm.
loving on each other and just having a good time with this, right? Not taking ourselves too seriously, and just enjoying it and talking about what we all love to do, which is to bake.
Mhm.
Sure.
So and it's a safe space that people
Yeah.
can, share their frustrations and their joys and everything, all of it. Judgment
Mm.
free zone, except when it
Yeah.
comes to talking about raisins and bakes. And then there might be a bit of judgment as always. However, for
No,
the most
I don't
part,
know. I don't know whether I won't keep my powder dry, but I will say that just before, a few hours ago, I baked some
oh,
butter tarts
oh, no, 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 you did.
and I put
And
one with raisins and one without raisins. I haven't actually
Oh,
tried them yet.
oh, you're
okay.
So
gonna
we
try them.
maybe get round to that in a bit.
I
Oh,
think so. That's exciting.
that is awesome.
Where did you get
How
the recipe from?
Um, Christina, I
I
think you
s-
sent it to me, didn't
yeah,
you, on
Oh, good. I
Instagram?
was
Yeah.
hoping so. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I followed that. And
Oh, that's so fun.
so yeah, we shall wait and see. I suspect I will like both of them.
You it's sugar, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
excited. This is,
wonderful.
I mean, I think about because Tat, you're kind of our inspiration for this whole entire thing in a way,
Hmm.
because Christina and I were both like, oh, I didn't get on the show again and blah, blah, blah. And she says to me, have you seen the Caketoonist? And kind of just started to explain how you had been trying to get on Bake Off and you didn't get on, and you were like, well, I'm just going to do my own thing because,
Yeah.
you still get to do the thing that you love to do, which is baking, but
Yeah.
you're like, why am I chasing this impossible dream? And then we decided we could do our own thing. And so that's actually how Baking Scraps was born. So you're like our patron saint.
I think that's
Thank you.
amazing. I've never been anyone's patron saint before, but I'll take that. That's very flattering. Thank you. I think there must be so many people who have tried to do something similar to what we've been trying to do, to
Hmm.
Yes.
to
Hmm.
reach for that goal, and then the thing they end up with is adjacent to, and it's different, but it's kind of, and it usually ends up being probably the better choice, often, doesn't it? It's kind of like I know if I'd have got on Bake Off at some point within the 5 years I was trying to get on Bake Off, and then eventually got a book deal, I know that book wouldn't have been as good had I not spent 4 years, those extra 4 years, baking
Mhm.
Hmm.
for making videos, because I became a much better baker and thought about things a lot more. So, it's kind of like that's, so I sort of feel like my journey has definitely 100% ended up the right way around. Like, I think I'm so proud of the book, and I don't think it would have been the same book had I done it 4 years earlier if I'd managed to get my face on TV. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it is. It's very rarely the path you think you're going to take, but if you've got enough sort of fuel behind you to sort of propel you along a slightly alternative path,
Hmm.
Yeah.
very often you'll end up feeling just as good, if not better, than you may have done.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, sometimes things happen for a reason, and
Mm,
you're right, Tat. And here's the other part of it as well. Over the last 4 years, you've been able to decide who you wanted to be as a baker and as a personality on Instagram as well. And I'm not sure what if you had been on Bake Off, um, if you had more restrictions on
sure.
what that book could look like, right? There's you
Yeah.
didn't you probably you might not have had the full artistic license that you were able to have doing it on your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. And also I think, even sort of separate from the book, if you're on Bake Off, it's like you say, it's not your vision, is it? It's very much the program maker's vision as to what they think you are, and it might be completely different to who you think you are. So, and
Hmm.
also I do have a very strong feeling that if I had managed to get into the tent, I would have absolutely catastrophically failed in something, and I just kind of feel that I would have been very close to humiliation most weeks. So it's kind of like I kind of feel like I think I kind of got away with it, because all my terrible catastrophic mistakes no one ever sees unless they're funny and I decide to share them.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We're only sort of one step away from national humiliation, I suppose, if you're on TV, aren't you?
That's true. I mean, when I've thought about it, like if I every single year that I've applied to be on the Great Canadian Baking Show, I'm like, all right, if this is the year, that's super exciting. And then immediately after the thought of excitement is this gigantic fear of, oh my goodness, number one, of all the stuff I now have to figure out and to do.
Yeah.
But number two, I will have no control of how I'm perceived once I'm on that TV screen, and that's a bit,
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
mean, some control. You can control what you say
Yeah.
and
But
choose
I,
which.
I'd worry I wouldn't be able to even do that.
Not if you're having a catastrophic fail. You probably say a
No.
few choice words.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I tend to
I
lose my sense of humour when things go that way. So, no one wants to see
mm,
that, do they?
No, you're kind of known for your sense of humor.
Yeah. And
right.
then I'm just the grumpy woman shouting in the corner. I don't want that.
Which could be fun TV. That would make for awesome TV
That is
watching.
true. I can see that
Somehow
being a meme.
Oh man.
somehow I doubt it though. Somehow I doubt it. I think it would have to be pure catastrophic failure, which, you know,
It's
I
hard to imagine you having,
it's hard. Exactly. Exactly.
but you're right.
Like I
We
say,
only
I
see what
keep
you've
them well
allowed us to
hidden.
see. Yeah.
Don't we all though, Tat? Don't we all? You know, that's
Yeah.
the that's the brilliant thing about social media is that you can portray whatever you'd like to portray about,
Exactly.
who you want to
Exactly. Yeah.
be.
Can be a
Yeah.
So,
good thing,
Yeah.
can be a bad
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Where
exactly.
are you? So I was just wondering, where are you guys in the process with the Bake Off? Have you had your
We've gotten our
results?
rejection emails.
Yes.
But
Yay.
Hooray!
And
yeah, oh yay.
It's nice to know, I've got to say.
Hmm.
yeah.
It was feeling good, and then near the beginning of March, I hadn't heard anything further, and I was kind of like, all right, I'm pretty sure that they would have reached out for like some kind of follow-up by now, because I had seen them at the open call in beginning of February. And everybody's so great, and they're all happy to see us and talk to us, and everyone knows who we are, which is great. Um, and and then you just kind of go, okay, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen, but to have the solid, okay, lovely
Mm.
Hmm.
email, very personal
Hmm.
email. Both of us got personal emails, um,
Oh,
and that was very nice. And
yeah.
and we know it's a process, so we
Yeah.
understand now. It takes the blow off a little bit, and now s- basically, I've been doing my bake along since October, since they started airing the show. Thought I
Hmm.
might have a breather between finishing doing the bake along and then applying for the show, but they opened applications on the last day that the show
Oh,
aired.
wow.
So I've been basically up until now, it's just been baking since October. And I'm kind of like, okay, now I have time off in May and June because I always take time off in May and June just in case it's filming. And now I'm like, oh, now I can do some other things, and that'd be kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
I was listening to last week's Baking Scraps, and you were talking about traveling around in an RV, which I like the sound of.
I really like the
I
sounds
would
of it.
very much enjoy that podcast spin-off, I have to say.
There you
You
go. Well,
know,
why don't you come and join us for our cross country adventure?
Love to.
Wouldn't
wouldn't
that
that
be
be
fun?
wonderful?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
I'll just drop everything. I'll come. Don't say things like that because I'll get on a plane.
Well, see, you could do it
okay,
as a
well, we'll say it
Canadian,
again then.
a launch for your in Canada for your wonderful
Yes.
cookbook.
Yeah. I could do a book
It's
tour,
a
couldn't I?
publicity tour. Yes.
Yeah,
And we could be your, your fans,
your fans,
your entourage.
My
your,
entourage, yeah.
your groupies.
Your groupies, yes. Baking groupies.
Yeah. We love the idea of doing a cross country tour. So now that we know we're not on the show, we have been like, oh,
Mhm.
we should maybe start thinking about if this is a possibility. Of course, Chris, my husband, is always, entrepreneurial, and he's like, oh, that would make a really great show. It would be fabulous for you guys to, that happened to my mouth there. Fabulous for you guys to, go stop in different places and meet all your baker friends in person and bake something with them. And I'm like, sure, yeah, you can
Yeah,
propose
you
that
sort
to
that out.
PBC. Sounds good.
Right? So how do we fund said adventure
Mm.
across Canada? So that's yeah, yeah.
That's the
So
big
that's
thing.
yeah,
It's the sort of
right?
thing that would
Because
make a great YouTube series, but that's a lot easier said than done, isn't it? Because then you have to edit it all, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
oh,
most tedious part, isn't it?
It is.
absolutely.
I do
Yeah.
not
Mm.
enjoy editing, which is why
No.
we don't edit this podcast anymore, unless I say something very stupid and have to take it out, which has happened a couple of times, right, Christina?
Or I've said something stupid and we've had to edit it out. Yes, it has happened. Or
It's
somebody
rare.
spills the tea on something, right? That
Yes.
shouldn't be getting out there. Or yeah.
Mm.
So,
Right,
but
got you.
other than that, it's uncut, unedited, free
It is what
flowing.
it is. Okay,
Yeah.
It
I better
is.
watch what I say then, hadn't I? I don't want to give you extra work by dropping expletives in and you have to cut them out.
I'll just put a warning on it that is not for kids. Be
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
highest editing. Actually, that one episode that we did a few weeks back, um, called While We Wait, which was specifically about people who had applied to baking shows.
Mhm.
Um, I edited that very much. That was very heavily edited, and then it reminded me how much I don't like. I enjoy it. I
Yeah,
love seeing it come together, but it is
yeah.
so time consuming. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm so glad that we don't do that with our regular podcast.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
feel that with the making of the content that I
Hmm.
love the baking, I love the recipe
Hmm.
developing, I love the finished product when I've put the video together. I
Yeah.
like the writing, I don't mind the voiceovering, but it's the actual sticking together of all the shots. And I just think, why? How do people make content where they just prop up a phone and they can just talk to the camera, go, I'm putting this in, I'm doing this and doing that? I've never been able to do that.
Yeah.
Just talk at the
Always,
same time.
yeah, no, just can't do it.
Yeah. And it's more challenging when you're baking because it does take some time and you can't post
Yeah,
a 2 hour video, really. Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So you're trying to get like 2 hours of baking into like 45 seconds.
yeah.
And that is really, really difficult. Yeah, I agree with you.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So it takes, yeah, it's like a 2 day proposition for a
yeah,
2 hour bake
yeah,
to get
yeah,
it finished.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then, it goes out and it may do something amazing. It may not do anything, but it's kind of like,
Hmm.
well, I did it. There you go. I fed the algorithm. The people who saw
Yeah.
it might enjoy it. It's
You
fine.
put out so much content though. Like
Hmm.
it's
I do,
very
yeah. I've
inspirational
definitely,
and
well, I don't know. I think it's, I think maybe I need to pull back on it a bit because there's only, there's no real need to, I don't think, to put out more than maybe 2 or 3 a week.
Hmm.
And
Just
I think
keep it going.
particularly I've slowed down, but as I was writing the book, because obviously I didn't have the time to do it, or I recycled a lot. But then I think, when I get into like, oh, I'm going to do this week, where it's a themed week, whether it's waffle week or whatever weeks I do, hummus week.
Yes.
And that was this time last year actually, because people thought it was an April Fool, which was fair enough.
Oh.
But then I always have too many ideas. And so I'm kind of like, then I end up almost with too much filmed. And if I get
Mm-hmm.
too much of a backlog of things filmed, that's when like the of having to edit all these recipes together. So I actually have to sort of be a bit more strict with myself and go, just limit yourself. Going forward, like now the book's out there, I just kind of need to maintain my presence, enjoy what I do,
Hmm.
stay in touch with my community and not break my back because
Yeah.
you can neglect everyone and everything, can't you? Really, if
Absolutely.
you're sort of so hell bent on it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're so right. So speaking of your wonderful book, let's chat about it if you
Mm.
if you want to chat about it, which I hope you
Oh, go
do.
on then.
But I would really love to hear how it came about. Obviously, we know your history about wanting to get on Bake
Hmm.
Off, and that
Yeah.
didn't happen. And then you started your online presence, which is awesome and fun and amazing. And if people out there have not seen you yet, they really are missing out, and they need to actually follow you because you
Mhm.
are so wonderful and fabulous and freaking funny. So it
Thank you.
definitely will give you
And
a great,
talented.
great, and oh
Thank
yes,
you.
and very
Bring it
talented. So
on.
above and beyond all of the fun and joy that you do bring to this space, your recipes are fabulous. I've tried a number of them. I can't wait to start baking through your book as well. But tell us about how it went from that to, oh, let's write a book. And then
Let's write
tell
a
us how
book.
you came
Yeah.
up with the concept of it too, because
Mhm.
that's brilliant.
Um,
And we don't often, I've never seen one like
yeah.
that before. So,
Yeah. So it's funny, we were talking about the path you go down isn't usually the path you think you'll go down. So I started out maybe 3 years ago with lots of different proposals going out to publishers, and they all got rejected. And I think when there was just like this series of rejection, which we're used to, aren't we? We're good with
Yeah.
rejection. That's fine.
makes us
We're all
stronger,
friends.
doesn't
Yes,
it?
yes, yeah. Um, and I sort of stepped back, and I sort of had like a cold, hard look at what I was putting out and why it wasn't being picked up. And I think what it was there were too many layers of concept on it, and it was just too kind of like, so it's, you know, I wasn't just providing people with a recipe. There were too many layers of kind of like humor concept over it, or this and that, and it was too much. So I stripped everything back, and I'd had this idea for quite a long time that was called procrastinating, and it was one of those ideas that had too many layers of concepts on it. And the original concept was going to be I would give you different timed bakes to avoid doing the jobs you need to do. So if you wanted to do your tax return or you had to mow the lawn, I would give you a bake that
It would last that amount of
that
time.
lasts
That's
that
awesome.
chunk of time and you could avoid doing and you could procrastinate. And I thought, well, that's quite funny. And but it's
Useful.
quite well it's quite
Yes,
I
how
thought actually it's
handy.
quite cynical because would you it's quite funny to watch a video that might be themed like that, but I sort of thought I don't think a publisher's going to go, yeah, I can sell that. So I sort of flipped it around and thought, well, what's the positive side of that? And the positive side is if I'm a procrastinator, I know exactly how long a bake can take. And so therefore, why don't I do the positive side of that, which is if you have got this spare time, crucially, it's not an avoidance. It's like if you have got the spare time and you either need to or want to bake something, I'll devise you a recipe to fit within that time. So having had that idea, I then thought, well, if I then base it on classic bakes that everyone knows and we all know the kind of the building blocks and the flavors that will go into these various bakes, first of all we're starting off with a bit of familiarity so it's not too scary,
Mhm.
but also it's sort of interesting for me to sort of approach it from different angles because I love problem solving.
Yeah.
I'll even solve problems that aren't problems because I just like to solve something. So,
Creative new problems just to solve
Love
them.
that.
yeah. So it all sort of came together, and then the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, was when I just came up with the title because it was a pun. So it's like bake your own sweet time, bake your sweet time. Boof. I was like, okay, that's it. Right, wrote the proposal, and it went out and it got picked up because it sort of finally. I'd spent a long time being rejected, and then rather than just sort of continually butting up against a brick wall, sort of learn a bit from why I was being rejected and sort of, you know, reformulated everything
Yeah.
and sort of
Mhm.
finally all the things lined up and it was like, yeah, we've got a book deal.
So great.
Amazing. So how did that feel when you
Yeah, that
finally
was my
got that
question.
Well,
call or that email from your publisher
yeah,
and said, "Hey Tat, guess what?"
yeah, it's funny because it's like it's the goal and it's you think as soon as you're going to hear that you're going to be like dancing around and going woo, and I got the phone call and I was like, that is amazing, woohoo, right now the work starts.
Great.
So it was really like, that's amazing, I've got exactly what I wanted and now I have to do the work. But it wasn't, oh, I have to do the work. It was like, oh, I get to justify the
Mhm.
next however many months this is going to take me because this is my direction. Someone's paying me to do this. It's what I've always wanted. And I can't wait to get started. So it was just one of those, it was hard work, but it was just reassuring to know this is the project that I need to be working on
Hmm.
because
And
this
your
is
creative brain starts going like in all the
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, firing on all cylinders. Yeah.
what an
I
amazing feeling that must have been to
Yeah.
finally get that and to realize a dream that you've had and or something you've been working at for so
Yeah.
long and to finally be able to start executing on that.
Yeah. Because
Incredible. So
I
happy
think
for you.
thank you so much. I think when particularly when you're being like a content creator, there's you have to do so many jobs and this and that and you're never quite sure where you should be putting your energy. Is this really where I should be putting my energy, or should I be putting my energy into something else in real life, or this or that? So to finally get, this is the project, to have the direction and the confirmation that yes, this is what you need to be doing, and it was like, oh, that whole weight lifted off my shoulders. I was just like, yeah, this is the right thing, great, let's do it.
Incredible.
That's yeah, so great.
So you get the word that you're going to have a published cookbook, um and now the work starts, like you said, the great work starts. How long did it take from getting that call to actually getting the book in print? And can you talk to us a little bit about what that process entailed? If did you do a good majority of it all on your own, or do you have a team supporting you in these efforts as well?
Yeah, so I think I think we signed the contracts, I think in September 24. It was around then. I'm pretty sure it was September. And then it was almost exactly a year that the final illustrations and edits were all done. And I think it went off to print in September 25. So within that year, obviously the first bit starts with me. So I then just sort of started developing all the recipes, testing all those. And I did it in sort of chunks. So I did it chapter by chapter and I developed all the recipes. So at least I knew that I had all the recipes there and they all worked. And then I had to go back because I don't know, when you're writing up a recipe, do you just kind of like scribble down the ingredients? You're kind of like, yeah, I know I can come back to that note, and I know what that means, and I know roughly what that method would be. But of course, that's no use for a book, is it? So I had to take all my scribbles and go, right, now I have to tell everyone how to do this.
Yeah.
And, so then it was like the painstaking process of writing it all up.
Mhm.
And then I worked with an editor, and she went through all my recipes and just checked they made sense. And it was quite a light editing process. I was expecting maybe I'd be challenged a bit more, or this or that, but because I used to be an advertising copywriter, and
Mhm.
so you're very used to your work being challenged and someone going, no, rewrite that, And so I was kind of like, what? Are you happy with that? She's like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, all right then, great.
They like your voice, so they keep it in your
Yeah.
voice.
Well, yeah, either that or no one's got any time to do the direction. I like to
The
think it's
editors,
somewhere in between the two.
editors like, I just don't feel like editing today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's
or you
fine.
or you just made her job easy. And I think probably the experience you've had doing a lot of your recipe development and sharing
Mm,
it with the internet probably, you know, gave you that great experience, and you had a pretty good idea of what the
yeah,
recipe or the instructions should sound like, or what have you, just because you have been doing this for the
yeah.
last number of years already,
No, you're
just not
right,
putting it in a
Christina.
book
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Because I've been writing the recipes up as Substack newsletters for a couple of years anyway. So, but I'll tell you what was really interesting. And it's just that sort of leap from, you're writing a Substack or you're putting a video out and to an actual published book, and just how precise things have to be in the book. Because like when I would write up an ingredients list, I would just write up the list of whatever I thought, blah, 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 put it down. But when you're doing it in a book, you have to put the ingredients listed in the order that they appear in the recipe. And that had never occurred to me. I was like, oh my God, yeah, that makes so much sense. And that never even occurred to me. So that's worth all the money. Right. Okay. Well, I'll bear that in mind for the future. Good. Okay. Noted. So it was just it was things like that that just made me think, yeah, this is real, isn't it? This is proper.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited about this because there's so many things in here that
Mhm.
I have heard about from friends from the UK or
Hmm.
watched on Bake Off and been like, I don't even know what that is. I really want to try that. And now I'm like, look, because I mean, my friend Andy's always talking about how, he misses banoffee pie. And I always was saying, oh, I'll make one for you one of these days. And I never actually went and looked up a recipe for it. But now I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I can do that. And all these
See,
other things.
it's that's so interesting what you're saying, because I mean, we've called them classic bakes, but of course, a lot
Not
of
to
them
us.
won't be familiar. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested, like, how many of the chapters do you kind of think, yes, I've got some idea of what that is, or are they all quite
Let's take a quick little
You
peek
alien?
know,
through here.
I think we've heard of most of them, to be
Mm,
honest. Like, I think we've heard of most of them. I think we just maybe haven't made all of them. Like,
sure,
the one I'm
yeah.
most excited for are Jaffa cakes, because that's my son's favorite treat from the UK. So every time, now we
Oh,
can buy them here,
amazing.
Yeah, and
but
that's nothing for me.
yeah, every time we used to go to the UK, and I still do that, I'll pick up Jaffa cakes, because of course you have different flavors of Jaffa cakes
Yeah,
in the UK
yeah.
versus what we have here. We basically have the original
I think,
Jaffa cake available, but
yeah, I know in France, they have lots of exciting flavors. We had raspberry ones there one time,
yeah.
but I don't think you can beat a classic orange one. I think that's my favorite. Yeah, but I'm a bit obsessed actually. The little pancakes that which are the quick Jaffa Cakes ones. I'm a bit obsessed with those, and I think I have to be careful that I don't sort of make them every weekend because they really are. They do just taste well, sort of texturally they're slightly different because it's a pancake rather than a sponge cake, but they're just that sort of sweet vanilla fluff with then the orange jelly and the chocolate on the top, and and it's almost breakfast, isn't it?
There you go.
I think you could call it breakfast for sure.
Yeah,
You totally can. Totally can. They're pancakes after all.
Most of the
and
things in
marmalade.
here I have heard of before. I've made a Bakewell tart before. I've made a Battenberg before, but like banoffee pie, Jaffa cake, millionaire shortbread, sticky toffee pudding, these are all things that I've only heard of peripherally and don't even really like. I
Exciting.
don't really know what
sticky
sticky toffee pudding was.
Oh, so good. Oh my goodness. Of course, my best friend's British, so that I've had a lot of
You've got a
exposure
background.
to. Yes, I've had a lot of exposure to a lot of these deliciousness that you've put in your book. So I can't wait to really like just get in there and
Get in there.
try.
Oh, amazing.
Get in there.
Yes, because now Tat has baked something that's one of your recipes, Christina. That's very Canadian.
Family recipe.
So, yeah.
Family recipe.
Now you can switch it around. Do you want a taste test now?
Shall I taste it? So
I'm wondering.
Sure.
I can't remember who's team raisin and who's team not raisin.
Well,
your team
we won't
raisin.
tell you. No.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with raisin. First of all, do these look a bit dark to you?
No, they look perfect.
Is that normal? Okay.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I'm going
beautiful.
to do. I'm going to do it dainty, and I'm going to cut them in half, which I would never do, but I feel like I should because I'm on a podcast.
And we can see the beautiful filling.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
So that's the raisin.
Nice.
That's a beautiful bake on that.
That's delicious. Now, Christina, you did say that you wouldn't judge me for using store-bought pastry, and I did use store-bought pastry. So
no, you do.
No judgment. Absolutely no judgment.
Zero.
Okay. Well, that was delicious, and that had probably. Oh, look, there's one on my knife. There's a raisin in.
She just popped a raisin in.
Really, I should have like a palate cleanser. I should have like a dry cracker, shouldn't I, in between?
Perhaps.
Oh, but look
you
at
could
that
take a swig
fudgy
if you have
delight.
coffee.
Look at that. That looks beautiful.
That's amazing. Do you know what? I'm sort of split because I don't think I could choose between the two. Those are just delicious, though. It's just so buttery and it's such an amazing texture, isn't it? When you consider how minimal the ingredients are, I think it's just one of those miraculous bakes. No, I can't decide, but I'll just keep eating.
That sounds good. She's going to pull a Larry on this
Excellent.
one.
And then if you wanted to make a like more British, you could actually do currants instead as well. Instead of the raisins, using the currants.
Okay.
And that's really tasty too.
But don't make it in a waffle maker.
Actually, there's a challenge for you. Butter tart.
And it would be more like a stroopwafel.
See, I wonder, you could press some pastry in a waffle, couldn't you? And then you could fill the divots, the pockets with the filling.
You could.
And then boil it for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I just give you an idea?
I think you did.
Well, you're turning more Canadian by the moment now. Look at you just sucking back the butter tarts.
I'll be washing it down with maple syrup next, won't I?
There you go.
That's not a very good palate cleanser.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that the results weren't more explosive, but they are both absolutely delicious. So thank you very much.
Oh, no worries.
Recipe,
I just want to sit here and eat this.
Okay, well, we'll just wait.
Yeah, but again, super quick and easy, especially if you use store-bought pastry. I mean, that's something that comes together super quick, like half an hour quick. Really.
I wasn't quite that swift because I was sort of dashing about, but I did think actually, this is really easy, isn't it? Yeah, loved it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I love this backwards and forwards.
So much
Min
fun.
a minimal
So much
effort, maximum output.
Yeah.
Baking Scraps
Max.
cookbook will come out soon. No, but
Yeah,
maybe,
well,
yeah.
why not?
I would love that. I think that would be really fun,
Mhm.
actually.
That would be fun. Fun project.
I can
Oh,
see that
God.
coming together.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the next, maybe after the tour.
Yeah, the tour and then the book and then the tour to promote the book.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
right. I
Well,
love travel, so I'm
we
happy with
should just buy an RV at this stage.
yeah. I mean, we do have one sitting in the driveway at the cabin, but I don't think we want to be
Yeah.
driving that across Canada because it's been sitting
Well,
there for a very long time.
yeah. Well, not only that, but the price of gas is
And that,
ridiculous right
oh,
now. So,
Oh,
yeah.
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 yeah, this
Yeah.
whole world, man. By the
Fun
way, may
times.
I
Let's stick to baking.
let's stick to
Yes.
baking.
Very good idea. Very good idea. So,
Kat,
very
may I
cool.
compliment you on your choice of jumper today?
Thank
Because
you very much.
absolutely fantastic with your eyes.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Really
I'm
beautiful.
absolutely completely in love with this jumper. My friend bought it from a charity shop, like a thrift store. I don't know if you call them.
Yep.
And she didn't like it or it didn't fit her well, so she passed it to me about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I've literally not taken it off. I'm just like, it's so warm. It's almost felted. It's so thick and warm.
Mm,
So
It looks
yeah, thank you
nice.
very
And
much.
it coordinates so well with your background too.
Yeah, I'm sort
yeah.
of half camouflaged.
Oh man. So,
So
um,
what? Go ahead, Christina.
oh no, go ahead.
It was a half-baked question. Started to come out, and then it looked like you had a fully formed question. So please open your oven.
All right. I was going to go back to the book really quickly because you spent all this time getting it all done, doing all the photography, which sounds like, and from a lot of the pictures are just, it's such a beautifully illustrated book as well, and so
Thank
fun.
you. Yeah.
Um, the recipes, everything, all the little tidbits along the way. It's just such a joyful read, even if you're not going to bake from it, which I
Thank you.
highly recommend you do. But even if, because there are a lot of people who just have cookbooks and read them, which is good too. Um,
Mhm.
but what did it feel like when you actually got that package with your fresh new baby and unwrapping that and seeing all of the fruits of your labor over the last
Yeah.
number of years?
It was genuinely emotional. I was like, when we were at the photo shoot, the designer, they were sort of playing with the photography was done by a photographer called Moe Kay, and he's got like his studio set up and bakes over there, and then the screen is here so you can see the image come up on the screen, and they were just playing with this image, and they just sort of typed the title of the book in as a sort of a dummy as to how it might look. And when I saw that, I was a bit like, it's real. It's
Real?
going to be real. So I was kind of like, I had a little moment there. And the designer said, yeah, it's quite something, isn't it, when you see your name? And I was like, yeah, it really is amazing. But then when it turned up and it was hard, it was a thing, it was a physical thing, and it's quite weighty, it's quite thick, and it's got real substance. So I was just like, oh, and I was really quite overwhelmed. And I filmed myself opening it because, content. And I just said, because I was a bit speechless, and I just said, this is 18 seconds of me being speechless because I
Yeah.
was completely lost for words. It was amazing.
I remember
Um,
seeing that, yeah.
yeah, and I'm sort of not given to sort of sharing that side of myself. I normally sort of show you my more cynical, sarcastic side. So putting that out, I was a bit like, ugh. But it was the truth, it really
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, it's there, it's real.
It's important for people to see the more vulnerable side of you on occasion. You don't have to do it all.
Sure. Yeah.
But this is, excuse me, a real accomplishment in so many ways because I mean, not
Hmm.
only did you create all these recipes, like these illustrations are all yours.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did everything. There's so many
They're
illustrations
so
in this.
good.
I know.
Like, how much extra time did that take?
Oh God, that took it was relatively quick compared to the writing. So obviously there was the writing of the structure of the recipes, and then I had to go back and write all introductions to the recipes and the introductions to the chapters, and that took quite a long time because I don't know why. Sometimes when it's a short piece of writing, it's actually quite painful because you're having to, because I had to put a joke in, I had to put a description in, I had to sort of try and, make it worth your while to read it. So I actually got quite caught up in that. And I would just like, if I did 3 a day, 3 introductions a day, I was like, well done. You've done really well. You've done
Wow.
3 a day. But with the illustrations, it was really just like, this is the fun bit now because
Mm.
it's so different. It's so sort of freeing, and you just sort of disengage one part of your brain and you can listen to something. Like if I'm writing, I can't listen to anything, but if I'm drawing, I can put a
Right.
podcast on and
Mm.
just kind of, it's like being a kid and colouring in, and I got really into the textures on the bakes and things like that. So how long did that take? That probably took maybe 6 weeks to illustrate everything. But I'd sort of been doing like roughs all the way through, like the cartoons for the
Yeah,
chapters, and then sort of getting into the nitty gritty of the bakes. But it wasn't ever sort of done as a straight block of I'm working
nothing
on
like
the illustrate. Yeah, there was a lot of kind of firefighting and sending bits off because they needed to be approved, or the editor needed to go through them, and then you would wait for quite a while because they had to do their bit and it came back. So no one was working solidly for the year, although it felt like it. So it
I
that.
was,
bet.
like you
Yeah.
would work incredibly intensely and then intensively, and then you'd have like a little break. But that's when you had to fill it making content. It's like, oh great, I've got a day off. I better film something.
Well, right. And I remember because you were a little MIA on Instagram for a little bit.
Yes.
And I remember reaching out to you and I'm like,
Yes.
Tat, are you okay? I haven't
I
seen
know.
you around in a while. I miss you. Like, what's going on? And yeah, and so yeah, I was super excited to hear
Yeah. And I think
what you
that's when
had.
I told you what was going
You
on, didn't I?
did.
It was so
Yes.
sweet that you
So
messaged. I was
excited.
kind of like, because I
He's
think
so thoughtful.
oftentimes you don't see someone on your feed because of the algorithm. And
Hmm.
so it's quite lovely when someone goes, oh, hang on, I haven't seen Tat for a bit. And then you reached out. It was so nice.
Mm.
I'm
Well, I
still
miss
here. I'm
you.
still alive.
I'm so happy because yeah, I mean you do genuinely, but again, it's so true, right? Because sometimes, and the algorithm has been like just weird of late, right? So people who you would see all the time, and now you're like, and then you see them pop up, and you're like, oh, I haven't seen them in
Yeah.
forever, and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, and so I don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah.
because
I know
you know,
I know for TikTok. So I like maybe 2 years ago, for the first 2 years that I did TikTok, I would get so many views. It was just like, and sort of grow and grow and grow. And then for some reason, 2 years ago, it just kind of went, no, we're not really interested in you. And I know my
mm,
content didn't change because it then took off on Instagram. And
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I mean, I'm guessing
mm,
maybe there's some accounts you reach a certain level and then they're like, well, we won't push your stuff because maybe you want to pay to be seen. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
that's
mhm,
not
exactly it.
playing
Yeah.
that game.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
you spend so much time and effort, and then to spend money also is like,
Yeah.
hmm,
Yeah.
not really
It's
that interesting.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So go ahead. You go.
so well, is it my turn?
Yes, go for it.
I wanted to ask a little bit about your chemo bakes that you
Oh,
that
yes.
you put
Yeah.
out
Hmm.
because some people who have not been following you for a very long time, I think then they see one of your pieces of content come across and they just see chemo bakes. And I was just wondering if you could give us a little bit more of a background behind that.
Sure. Yeah. So, my mum started chemo just very end of December, and she's finished it now, and
Yay.
it went really well for her. So yeah,
That
yay,
is so
yeah,
good.
good for her.
Good.
But she lives a very long way away from me. She lives although probably the distances in the UK are slightly different to Canada. You're kind of like, that's a trip to the shops, mate. So she lives.
So
I live in
true.
the I live in the Midlands, in the middle of England, and she lives in the Highlands, North Scotland. So that's about 9 hours drive away.
Oh, that's
So
a good distance.
That
I
is,
agree with
it's
you.
not bad,
It's
is
a
it?
very
Yeah.
good distance. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ways away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
So
by
I
Canadian standards.
oh, that makes me feel better.
okay.
So I would, while she was going through it, so my brother lives in Scotland, and so he would do some of the chemo trips with her, and I would do some of the chemo trips with her because she had to go, in every day for radiotherapy as well. So sort of between the two of us, we sort of split our time, and I was needing to make content because, as we've sort of discussed, I have to feed the algorithm. Particularly, I was in the run up to the book coming out, so I didn't
Yeah.
want to disappear off the face of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I genuinely absolutely love the books on her shelf, the baking books. Like the Biro book is a sort of a British institution. It's a flour manufacturer, and they've produced this book for almost 100 years, I think. I think it is 100 years. And it's like a good basics book that you would kind of get all your standard recipes in. And there's lots of different editions, and you can sort of pick out the edition that you recognize as a child. That was my edition. It had that girl on the front, or this,
Mm.
was mine. So I just thought it'd be fun to work through some of the recipes in those books. And again, like I was saying, sort of showing a vulnerability. I don't really share real life, and I'm in my kitchen and I'll show you this and that, and we'll do some jokes. But I just thought, well, it is my reality, and lots of people have experienced this sort of thing. So, with my mum's permission, I said, "Do you mind if I tell people why I'm suddenly in a different kitchen?" And things look completely different. And she was like, "Yeah, do it. It's fine." So, it actually turned into a really nice sort of, again, a bit like a community, because everyone
Mhm.
shared their experiences, and whether it was their experience with going through treatment themselves, or even just, I remember that Biro book and it brought back a lot of memories for them. So it was actually a really nice thing to come out of something that was pretty challenging. Obviously quite challenging for my mum, but also for me. I had to drive 9 hours.
Did you not take the train? Or
I
I
did.
you'd have your
I did try the train, and I made the mistake of doing the night train
yeah.
without a
Oh,
cabin because I thought that's fine. I'll sleep in the
Oh,
chair.
just sit in the
oh,
It was the most uncomfortable I've been for a very long time, and I
it
just thought, you
probably
know
takes
what?
more than 9 hours then if you I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think it did take slightly longer.
mm.
Um, yeah. So I just thought, no, I'd actually rather just sit in the car for 9 hours with a podcast or two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great plan as far as I'm concerned. I
Well,
actually
it
Yeah,
I
was,
love
totally.
doing that. Yeah.
yeah. I
And
really
I think
enjoy
the
it because I
scenery is
switch
pretty
off.
nice up there compared to some of the scene. Well, we have nice scenery in BC, I gotta say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think you probably do all right for scenery, don't you?
yeah,
It's not
I
bad.
I love to just jump in the car and Mochi, my little doggy, who's yeah, she's sleeping behind me. I love to have her beside me and we just put on podcasts and I don't need anybody else. I can leave the other dogs and Chris here and Mochi and I will just road trip buddy right across BC. I love it. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah, so much scenery. Although I would like to go back to Scotland again and I would like to come to England for the first time. I think that would be very nice.
Oh, well, if you were when you're over, give me a
Yes.
shout.
I will. You're
Yeah.
darn straight I will.
Mhm.
It would be a shame to be that close and not
Yeah,
Reach out.
come
definitely.
say hi. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's next for you?
Ooh, well, I'm working on well, I have the idea for book two, but I don't have a deal
Oh,
for book two.
Ah,
So I'm waiting to see how many this one's sold to see if anyone will be interested in book two. So that's kind of bubbling along in the background. So, I'm kind of like
fun.
siphoning recipes off for the book and then some recipes for content. So just as, like I was saying, I'm going to try and settle into a routine for putting out 2, maybe 3 videos a week, keeping in touch with everyone and showing up. And uh lots of baking, but I just need to get in the garden. Like,
Ah, it's
it's
that
like
time of year.
everything got just completely dropped for the last year
Mm.
when things were so busy and there was no weekends off. It was just baking, baking, writing, writing, drawing, drawing. So now it's kind of like a little bit of time to step back and go, right, I really need to sort out the front garden. I've laid a path. I finished that yesterday, so that the path has been laid, and now I need to do all the digging and build the beds and things like that. So yeah, something completely different. Bit of a tonic, really.
Yeah, very
Yeah, you want
nice.
to keep baking as being something that you enjoy, and because
Yeah.
it's been like your job for so long now, probably
Mm.
good to just kind of take a small break from it so that when you come back to it, you're like, I still enjoy this. I really like this. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting out in nature is huge. That's
Hmm.
such a joyful thing to do. And yeah, remind
Yeah.
yourself the other things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it, it's almost the opposite of baking, isn't it? Because you can't really bake. I suppose you could put something on an outdoor fire, couldn't you? I think, could you barbecue?
A
But I was just
cake.
thinking about barbecue bananas, and I can't stand cooked
Oh, like a
bananas.
grilled, or you could do
Yeah,
grilled pineapple. Grilled pineapple
that
is
would be
nice, or mango.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you could use like pastéis de nata. I actually do mine. You could probably, because you need a really super hot oven. But you
Yeah.
could probably do it in your barbecue as well. I've done it in a pizza oven. That's how I
Mhm.
do my
What a brilliant
pastéis de nata
idea.
now.
She's
Yeah.
brilliant. Two brilliant
So
people I get to talk to.
That is clever. That is clever.
you're brilliant too, my dear.
Oh,
So
stop.
anyway.
Three brilliant people.
Three brilliant people on the Baking Scraps
Uh,
podcast today.
no, I'm just trying not to smoke out my kitchen. That
That's
was a
true.
necessity to find an alternative to bake those up. I wasn't allowed to bake them anymore in the house because every single time I would set off the smoke alarm every
Is that
time.
because, like you're saying, because it has to be such a high temperature to get that kind of burnt
Hmm.
brown top on them?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, pretty much, and get the crust
amazing.
all nice and crunchy, and
I
yeah,
want one now. I
yeah,
love those.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
so
so good,
mm.
so good.
I'd
Yeah.
rather have that than a butter tart any day.
Well, I did the mix and match. Remember for when we
Yes,
had
that's
the
right. You
people from the
did.
Butter Tart Festival, I did a hybrid of butter tart and a pastel de nata. So I did the crust of a pastel de nata, and then I did the two fillings and sort of did half and half on the fillings. So,
That
and
sounds amazing.
it was pretty good. No raisins or currants in that one, just straight filling. Both of those. Although you could probably experiment with fillings, but not
Mm.
required.
I
Yeah,
can't
but they
remember
were really good.
what your viewpoint is on nuts in the butter tarts. Is nuts a kind
I don't
of
think we talk
an,
about it very much.
is
I'm
that a
not very
normal
big
No,
on,
addition?
I mean,
people do.
pecans and
Yeah,
Mm.
walnuts and stuff like
pecans,
that.
walnuts. Yeah.
I am not big on nuts in baking in
Right.
general. Just, I think it goes back to having had braces. I just
Mm,
don't really enjoy that. But I'm learning more about putting different textures into bakes.
mhm,
So I'm appreciating nuts more.
Mm.
And butter tarts, I think they are such a soft texture. There are a lot of sweet, there are a lot of softness, there are a lot of, as Christina puts it, when there's a raisin in it, is, you know,
How are you
I've got
spelling that?
I've,
I don't know how to spell it. Gush. I
I've
don't
got
know.
a, yeah, it's a, there's an N and G in there somewhere,
U
like
N
an
N N N G H. There we go.
GH.
Young.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I think that it depends on your camp, right? Like if
Mhm.
you're someone who always wants to have lots of texture, then you need something to break up all that.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, and also with the nuts too, I think it could add a little bit more savory. So if you don't have like a big sweet tooth,
Mhm.
balancing that flavor with some of the like a saltier nut or something like that, I think
Mhm.
would probably be really good as well. Yeah,
Mm.
that's why I
I
like the
might
currants in
Always
there
toast your
because
nuts.
yes, of
always
course,
toast them. Okay.
yes.
Noted.
But but going back to nuts in baking, I'm not a huge fan of putting it into a batter necessarily, but I will put them into like a filling if I
Mhm.
can. But we have a
Yeah.
lot of nut allergies that we're like walnuts and pecans and hazelnut allergies in our family, so I tend to kind of stay away from that if I'm
Sure.
baking for
Mm.
family. Yeah,
Mm.
and a lot of
Yeah.
people have
Yeah.
nut issues, so
Yeah, you always have
yeah.
to be
Yeah.
careful about that.
Hmm. Hmm. But
Oh.
yeah. How about you? How do you feel about nuts?
I I'm sort of with you actually. I don't really like a nut in a cake batter. So where you're eating the cake and then you suddenly encounter something that is such a foreign texture, and you then have to kind of negotiate by doing some crunching, but actually you just
Mhm.
kind of want to enjoy the spongy texture of the cake. Um, so yeah, I would probably avoid putting, chunks of nuts in things. But in the carrot cake in the book, actually, I use a
Mm.
nut butter. I do a walnut butter,
Mm.
so you get the flavour of the nut, but you don't have to kind of,
The texture.
you don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, see? It's
But
a
yeah, I
word,
mean,
it's a thing, it's a
yeah,
vibe.
like you say, like in a filling where it's kind of like where your jaw's doing the work anyway, isn't it? So like
Mhm.
if it's in a pie or a cookie or a biscuit, yeah, I do like a bit of crunch via a
Mhm.
nut.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I think that we're all pretty agreed on it, on that. Sorry, now I'm
Mm.
Yeah.
looking up the carrot cake. Hmm.
It's the long one where I think everyone thought I'd gone completely mad where I've suggested weaving carrots. Like if you really want to spend all
Oh
day
yeah.
making a carrot cake. I was like, well,
Yes.
what could we do with carrots? And I thought, oh, I wonder if you can peel strips of them and candy them and then weave
Yes, of
the carrots
Okay, I
in.
can't focus on that, but is it focus?
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, weaving carrots. It's very
weaving
important
carrots.
that everybody
It,
learn how to weave carrots.
It's just one of
yes,
those essential skills, and you may never know when you'll need it.
that's true.
It's very true. I have
It
no
was
idea when I would need it.
No, it's almost like it's complete proof of concept that if you do want to spend your entire day baking, then have you thought of
You
weaving carrots?
yes.
Oh, I just
And
love
that
it.
could work for so many other things too. Rhubarb,
Yeah,
potentially,
Yeah.
yeah,
zucchini strips, dough,
Dough.
pie
yes,
dough,
yeah. No,
pie
dough.
dough.
That's a great idea. Yeah, you can just do it with it
Hmm.
for a pie top. It's the same principle, isn't it? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So lots of options. But
yeah.
yeah,
It doesn't
Well,
feel
it's a
quite so
pretty
strange
effective.
when you put it like that.
No.
I love that you did
It-
a full-on illustration of step by step. This is how you weave carrots. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not like a technical bakery. You have like, what the heck is she talking
yeah.
about? I have
yeah,
no
Well,
idea how to
probably
do this.
coming soon to a bake-off show near you.
Yes.
Weaving carrots.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'll expect some sort of royalties if I see that on
Yes, I
any
bet.
bake-off. Yeah, actually.
right.
I
Exactly. You
think
can
you
reach
should.
out and go, I think there might have
Yeah.
been some copyright infringement on that latest technical bake that you put together. Just saying.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's in writing.
Oh,
You've got
My
it.
mhm.
people will be in touch.
Exactly.
Yes.
But don't spoil your odds of coming onto Bake Off as a celebrity contestant.
Hmm.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that
I
be full
don't.
circle?
That would be,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
right?
I don't. Well, I mean, someone suggested that to me before, and I said, well, I think there's two things against me, and that is one, I'm not a celebrity, and two, I can bake.
Yes, exactly. You can
Because
Mhm.
like it's literally you're tuning in for the car crash, aren't you? And then on the rare occasion, I don't know, do you have like a celebrity Canadian equivalent?
We have not. No.
No,
No, no. So the
no.
British one is just people turning up and kind of going, I've never even seen this recipe before. They're
Yes.
going, and it's like, sometimes I feel like our art is not being appreciated. And I kind of think, I don't know, I'm not really into this. I'm sorry if I'm taking it
Mm,
seriously, but, can you be a bit
mm.
less disrespectful about the art of baking?
True, because it is a
That,
real art and a real talent, and people
yeah,
work very hard to develop that.
Mm,
If you have the innate talent, you're still working hard to make sure that
yeah,
you're honing it, right? So
mm,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a way of looking at it that I didn't realize that I felt that way, until you say that now, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what the problem is, because
yeah,
Yeah.
we
But
watch
at the
the show
same
for the
time,
beautiful
though,
cakes.
yeah, but at the same time, though, I think it's inspirational for some people as well to kind of see people that maybe don't have a high level of skill in the kitchen, and yet there they are,
yeah,
and they do some pretty cool things as well. Like even though
yeah.
maybe, do you know what I mean? So I think you
No,
kind of
you're
can look
right.
at it
Yeah.
from both lenses, because I think the goal here is to inspire people to
And to
get in
raise
their
money for
kitchens.
Yeah.
cancer.
And well, yeah, that's the other thing they do for the British one, exactly. So it's a charitable spin on it. So And lots of
It,
people love to bake. And I
it's
think
Yeah.
kind of like,
seeing their
sorry.
favorite sports stars, like I know Marshawn Lynch, who's a famous footballer, American footballer, not like a
Hmm.
footy football, but he was on there, and
David
it
Schwimmer
was
was on there.
fun to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you get some really cool people that you kind of go, oh well, if he can do this, I could certainly do this. So
Maybe it introduces people to Bake Off too. I don't know. I
totally.
think
Yeah.
I understand because it's people have suggested in the past. I don't know if you've heard of this show, Tat. I don't know if you get it over there, called Nailed It.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when people suggest I should go on Nailed It, I'm almost offended. You know
Yeah,
what?
because that's all car crashes, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, you're probably given half an hour to do something that should take
Yeah.
4 hours, but I'm
Yeah.
like, no, thank you. Not my
I
type of
think you
thing.
should be offended if anyone suggests you should go
Thank you.
on that.
Yes. Just minimally offended because I think,
Yeah,
yeah, they think that because I can bake, I should be on any baking show. But there's one particular one that I want to be on.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know in the UK that there really is only the Bake Off.
Hmm.
So, if you can't get on Bake Off, there's really, you're not like, oh, well, I'll try and get on X,
Yes.
Y, and Z. There just isn't
Hmm.
X, Y, and Z. It's just the
Yes.
Bake Off. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, and it is probably the best one, isn't it?
I think so.
Or the franchise. I mean, not
The French,
necessarily the
yeah.
Definitely.
UK
Yeah.
one, but yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
I'm
going
yeah,
to
not
say,
into it for
Pedro.
the competition, but I'm into it
Yeah.
for the bake and the love of it and the
mm,
camaraderie. And
yeah.
Hmm.
yeah,
But it was so
go ahead.
interesting what you were saying on the podcast about how you have actually become part of the community, hasn't it? Like they know who you are, and
Yeah.
because of what you've been doing for the last couple of years, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Do you ever just kind of go, wow,
I think
it's
it's
pretty
a
cool what we've done?
Yeah.
I
yes.
hope you
I
do.
think it's a bit of a mix because then it's like, okay, well, is this hurting our chances of getting on the show? Because they're like, well, you're doing this thing, so you don't need to do this thing. I don't know. What do you think,
Right.
Christina?
I don't know. I was actually going to take that in a totally different place as well. Like
Hear it.
we've kind of entrenched ourselves. We've given these people a little choice to actually be part of our community. Really, we kind of stalk them, and no, just kidding. Maybe a few of them, but no, but I think they're so gracious for allowing us to be part of their space as well, because obviously they've done all the work to get into the show and be part of the show, and to be so gracious with their time and energy and support for what we do. I'm we're eternally grateful for that. So yeah, so and I think that's how they know us, is because we've reached out to them and have been supportive and engaging with their Instagram pages, Facebook pages, that kind of stuff. But yeah, they've let us in,
Yeah.
essentially, in a small way. Like we've often described it, or I've often described it, we're the ugly second cousin 3 times removed kind of idea, right? So we're
Yeah.
part of it, the circle, in big quotation marks, part of their circle, but still like outside looking in,
We
going,
still want to earn
please,
our
please
spot,
let us
you
be
know?
it.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
Want
yeah,
to
exactly,
earn our place in this family that
for
we're
Hmm.
so
sure.
grateful to be part of and so grateful that they think of us that way. But also
Hmm.
it's like we're about the bake, you know?
Hmm.
Excuse me. We want to be in there baking.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
making and then making those lifelong friendships that are, and having, growing the community, right, of people who
Yeah.
share your passion and are like-minded, and just want to bring more joy to the world with their baking. I think that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
And what would be important to me as well,
Mhm.
right? Is the baking part is a small part of it, which I think would be really cool to be part of that boot camp kind of esque, in the trenches, doing all this stuff that you never thought you could ever
Mm.
do.
Yeah.
But it's the relationships, it's the community building, it's the those yeah those yeah, just sharing some of those values and
Mm.
and that passion,
And
and
for me,
Yeah.
it's
somebody
the
that you
bake.
can totally and learn from too. The learning opportunity would be massive with all these
Yeah.
great minds in one place at the same time. I mean, how magical is that?
Yeah.
Be incredible. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would
Hmm.
agree. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I'm like, yes, this is enough of the community. I'm very happy with the community that we're in. So for me, it's about being in that tent and baking and kind of
Hmm.
earning my place. So
Yeah.
it's like a raisins, no raisins situation here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
I
our reasons are. It doesn't matter what our raisins are.
No.
I think
Ah,
one of the
I
things,
see what you
yeah,
did
that's
there. I see what you did
lovely.
there.
It's a total accident, but yeah, thank you.
I
What
think
do
one
you
of the
think?
things that really appealed to me when I was really wanting to get on was that idea that someone would give you a brief and someone threw down the challenge,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
then just the excitement of picking that up and going, right, okay, let's see what I come up with given, this challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's a really special thing, isn't it? Like
Hmm.
to sort of to be challenged to do something, and again just to have that kind of permission to do it. Because
Hmm.
Yeah,
don't
so
you
true.
know when you're baking at home, you kind of I used to feel that I have to justify the time I'm spending doing this.
Hmm.
Whereas if you're in a tent and someone's gone, you have to bake this, it's like, well, all right then,
Yeah, that's
I'll
your
give it
job
my
right
all.
now.
Let's
Yeah.
get her done. Yeah.
Darn
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Mhm.
Sounds wonderful. I think, yeah, I'm
Mm,
still the dream, still looking forward to whenever it does happen.
yeah.
One day, one day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
just not happened yet.
And that is okay.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it gives
So
us
when,
another year to be better, to get better,
well, that's what I
learn
was
new
going to say.
things.
Do the applications open sort of at the end of the year? Is that when they
Yeah.
open?
Hmm.
Or, yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
It'll be after this next season ends, so probably
Mhm.
between November and January sometime, depending on if they do it the
Right.
same way they did it this last time
Hmm.
or previously. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Always
Fingers
exciting.
very
crossed.
exciting. Very exciting.
We'll be
Yeah.
very excited
So,
to see which of the bakers that we know off of our social media relationships actually get on this season. I think that's going to be
mhm.
very, very fun and
Right.
exciting to see. And it's season 10, so it'll be very interesting to see if they do anything, you know, celebratory or
Different.
different,
Hmm.
just to
Hmm.
kind of mark the occasion because it's a pretty big deal. This show is really, it's won a lot of awards. It's really reached so many people. So yeah, I'm really proud of it, even though I have nothing to do with
Yeah.
it.
10 seasons is amazing, isn't it,
Yeah,
really? Yeah.
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 I mean,
Oh,
it's
how
nothing like Bake
exciting.
Off, but
Yeah.
Mm.
we'll get
I
there
can't
eventually.
think what they're on. 16,
20,
17, something like that. I think it
something.
started in
Uh,
2010.
We can look that
Mm.
up.
so that
Yeah.
would be 16 if it started in
Yeah.
2010.
I
Yeah.
think it was 2010. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
My
in the
memory's not
meantime,
what it was.
that's okay. What do you think of
No.
playing a little game of this or that?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Awesome.
Here we go. Okay, first question. Quick, medium, or long bakes?
I would say let's probably quick. I've been doing a lot of events and showing up for things, or
Mm.
just being so busy that the bakes I've been doing have just been like, oh God, I've got 30 minutes. I need to turn up with some baking. Right, we're doing the quick one. So I would say mostly it's quick with the odd medium thrown in.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
not
like
not
that.
long bakes at all.
Yeah.
Or
Well, yeah. No, I
weaving
mean obviously
carrots isn't your
obviously I can't say I don't like long bakes because I do like long bakes because I've written several of them.
Mhm.
But I think day-to-day baking,
Yeah.
it's going to be quick with the odd medium thrown in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
that's totally fair.
that's so helpful. I mean, I'll wake up in the morning and sit and have my coffee for an hour while the dogs are in my lap, and then I'll be like, I feel like I want to bring something to work today. What can I bake? And I'll be like, I have an hour and 15 minutes. What am I going to do? And so I'm always racking my brain trying to think because I'm ridiculous and because I feel like it's important that I bring some baked goods to work every day.
Mm.
I'm going to be using your book for that. So
Yeah, you
Amazing.
got great ideas there for sure.
Well,
What was
you
your
can test whether the timings are correct then,
that's
can't you?
true.
Because you'll be cursing me. You're going, you said this would take 90 minutes and it's been in the it's 3 hours.
Yeah, definitely. I'll send you a message about it.
Yeah.
I'm late
I'll
for
issue a
too
work.
correction.
funny?
Too late. You can't
Um,
send it back. Second edition,
Yeah.
corrected times. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Little addendum.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite quick bake that you did in the book?
Oh, oh, it's too difficult to have favorites.
Oh, come on, just like
I
favorite
think when
children, you know you have one.
my favorite title was Fork in the Rocky Road because I'd figured out I will do the quick rocky roads and you just stick a fork in a marshmallow, dip it in the chocolate, sprinkle the bits on the biscuit crumbs or the cookie crumbs and whatever, and then you've got your rocky road. And then I thought, oh, what should I call it? And I was like, it's a fork in a rocky road, right? And I had a little dance when I
That is
figured that
fun.
out. So that's my favorite
Very,
title.
yeah.
I think my favorite quick bake was the quick millionaire shortbread, which is the ready-made shortbread base with the caramel filled chocolate bar melted on top. So you've got all the
Mm,
flavor elements, but you've had to do virtually nothing for it. And I think when I figured that one out, I was like, oh yeah, that's quite cute. I like
nice.
that. Yeah.
Very
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I
So,
like that. No favorites, but apart from those two.
see, we knew you had
Catfish
some.
millionaire shortbread. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great
All
idea.
right.
Yes.
The next one. So for breakfast, are you more inclined to reach for a little something sweet or going all savory for your to start your day?
Oh gosh, I don't think I've ever had a savory breakfast. Just like not day to day. In fact, even if I'm like at a hotel, I
Like
don't
bacon
have
and
the full.
eggs?
No, I
Wow.
know, I know. I can't. Well, I think it's part of being an old lady. I like the thought of like a big pile of like bacon and eggs, and I'm like, oh gosh, no. Can I have something with a little more fibre in it, please? So I would go sweet, like yogurt
Okay.
and compote
Okay.
and something
Yeah.
like that,
I
granola.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
my mind went to like waffles and pancakes and
Mm.
all this, the
Oh, well, that
toppings
as
like
well.
whipped cream and strawberries. And I was like, oh, that's a heavy breakfast, but sounds delicious at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
And a
cartoon.
dessert for breakfast.
Exactly. Cartooning or baking?
Ooh. Am I never allowed to do one if I pick the other?
Well, no, it's just your
No,
preference. I mean, really, this is not going to hold you to anything.
Is it
no,
not? This is not
no.
admissible in a
It's not
court of law. Okay.
You
correct. You're
said you
safe.
never
It's a
wanted to
safe,
cartoon again. Yeah.
it's a safe
Okay.
space.
Is it okay? It's a safe space. So
Mhm.
I'm going to say I always want to bake and I don't always want to draw. So baking.
Ah, there you go. And the
Yeah.
beautiful thing with your book is that you were able to do both.
Yes. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
very
So
lucky. Yeah.
that's kind of
Actually,
cool.
to be honest, the publisher was very lucky too because they got an illustrator chucked in for free.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
exactly.
doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
It's really
So,
part of your brand, so it makes so much
Yeah.
sense that it's in
Yeah.
mhm.
there. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and they're beautiful. Your illustrations are lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
sticky toffee
Uh,
pudding. Oh, it's your turn. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's
Oh,
okay. That's okay. Get with the program, Lisa.
I'm
Jeez.
not awake.
Anyway,
I was delivering a baby at 3 o'clock in the
no
morning.
excuse. No
oh.
excuses. No excuses. Okay. Sticky toffee pudding or Victoria sponge?
Sticky toffee pudding all the
Mm,
way.
That's
yeah,
it. I have to make one.
so
Yeah.
good. Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
goodness, Lisa,
Yeah.
you totally do. So good.
Yes.
Oh, it's one of my favorite. And so when I first heard about it, like to be completely honest with you, the first time I heard about sticky toffee pudding and I looked at a recipe and it had dates in there as the main thing, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Mm.
about this. And then I made one for my friend because she's British and so it was her birthday and she said, "Oh, would you be able to make me a sticky toffee pudding?" And I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because
It's got
like really?
dates in it.
Exactly. I'm like, "Are you sure? Do you know what's
Love
in here?" And she's like, "Oh my God, yes." But she loves mints and all that kind of like mincemeat
Yeah,
tarts
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, and fruit cake and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like,
She's
okay, sure,
hardcore
I'll.
British, isn't she?
Oh, she is very hardcore British. Yes, from Liverpool. She's a Scouser. But anyway, so I'm like, yep, sure, I'll make this for you. So I made it, and then I always make a little little side like a little like aside from just the
Hmm.
regular thing. I'll do like a little mini version of it just so I can taste it. And if I'm
Yeah,
adding different things or whatever, it just instead of the actual full cake, I can do little test runs with it. But
right.
anyway, so I actually tried it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. And
Yeah.
then the toffee sauce. Oh, that toffee sauce is like
Mm.
so good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Even yeah,
I
even if you weren't sure about the dates, if you get enough sauce
mhm,
on it. But it's kind of miraculous, isn't it? Like you can't I
you
didn't know.
wouldn't
I
know.
wrote about it in the book. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was made with dates.
Mhm.
Until I was I think I was a teenager, quite a late teenager, and I was like, "What?
Right.
What?"
Because they all kind of like magically like
It
dissolve
just is
into
like, yeah,
this cake, and it's super moist and
yeah.
tasty, and with the molasses in there. I guess you guys would you use molasses or treacle in Britain?
Mine doesn't.
Okay.
Mine just uses the dates and brown sugar.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, there's so many different versions of it. In
Mm.
fact, my sticky toffee pudding is an egg-free one, so it's quite
Yeah,
good
Oh,
for
okay.
veganizing
it
because
is
Oh,
because you've got
wonderful.
the structure of the dates is really good at sort of giving the sponge the pudding
yeah,
structure.
you've got options
In
for dairy free.
Oh,
You've got
that's
options
Yeah,
for
brilliant.
gluten free.
Yep.
You've
yeah,
got everything in there. I could bring that to work for our vegan friends.
yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
And my gluten free
Oh, that's
friends.
marvelous.
Yes, delicious, delicious. And I have a lot of dates. So yes, put the kettle
Perfect.
on and start soaking them.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Get your
And I
bicarb out.
yeah, and I
yes.
can't wait to try the cookies, the sticky
Yeah,
toffee.
I love the way the cookies look
Mm,
too. Like a stuffed
Mm-hmm.
cookie is always
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
very, very
So,
good.
all
Good
right.
one.
Good.
Okay. Oh, we've got to stop looking through that. Okay. Well, we're
Yes.
never going to stop looking through it, the book, but chocolate or vanilla?
Mm, what, just a flavor in general?
Yeah, I
Or
guess.
desserts
Yeah,
that you would, like, are you more likely to reach for a vanilla flavored, like,
yeah.
let's say ice cream, chocolate or vanilla ice cream, as an
Okay, so
example,
this is how
or
I know
chocolate or
I'm,
vanilla sponge?
yeah, no, I'm old now because when I was young, I couldn't even conceive of picking anything that wasn't chocolate. If
Mhm.
it was chocolate and it was on the dessert menu, that's what I was having. And then there was a tipping point, and it was quite a long time ago. And I just thought, no, I don't want chocolate. And I look back and I go, oh, what? Who am I?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say actually vanilla. Yeah. And I
Okay.
love a vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Vanilla
I
is
think it's,
really under,
yeah,
So
yeah, people don't realize how
underrated.
amazing vanilla is. Underrated.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's so ubiquitous, isn't it? That it's,
Mhm.
I think people forget it's a flavor
Mhm.
because it's
Hmm.
put in everything. But when you just kind of step back and go, no, it's just like I think a lot of people put vanilla in. I don't know. Do you put vanilla in your caramel? I don't put it in my caramel
I
Hmm.
do.
Yep, I
because I
do.
I
kind
put
of
also rum extract in there, but that's besides the
I like the sound of
I put
that.
whiskey in mine.
Yeah, yes, she
Oh,
does. It's so
I'm
good.
spotting a
Skip the
theme with you
extract,
two.
go straight to the
Yeah,
I'm big on
alcohol.
rum.
yeah.
But yes,
So
adding that little bit of vanilla can make
yeah,
a nice
Mhm.
boost to a caramel.
yeah, because I think it's and it does the same with chocolate actually, doesn't it? It really kind
Mhm.
of when you put it in a chocolate cake, that's it makes it such a different type of chocolate cake. I think it's just immediately more kind of like warm and kind of
Mhm.
huggy. Whereas if it doesn't have the
Hmm.
vanilla, it's a little bit more serious, I think, and a bit more.
Hmm.
I'm
Mm.
open to both, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's a time and place for everything, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
I always
Yeah.
think about the time when I was dating this lovely young man who was saying something, or he called me vanilla, and I was super offended. And he just looked at me, he's like, I like vanilla, and
Yeah,
I'm like, Oh yeah, vanilla is
Yeah,
a good
everyone
thing.
does.
Vanilla is a great thing. He doesn't mean I'm boring. Maybe he did mean it and had to, quickly save face. Like, yeah,
That was a good
I
save. That was a good
I
Yeah.
save.
know he does
Yeah.
like vanilla. He would rather have vanilla ice cream than chocolate ice cream anyway. So I believe him.
There you
All
go.
right.
I'd take it as a compliment if somebody called me
I
vanilla. And I know
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
vanilla. I own it. I own my vanilla label with
Yeah.
pride.
Yeah.
Well
I
done.
think we
All
should be
right.
proud of it.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Apron or no apron? What do you prefer when you're in the kitchen baking up a storm?
No apron.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely terrible about just like I've ruined clothes, not through baking, but like say through gardening, because I don't care what I'm wearing. And then I get halfway through a job and I'm like, oh no, I've put a hole in these jeans and these were my best jeans. So,
Oh,
it's
I
just,
like that.
yeah. So, I mean, I've never done that baking, thankfully. I've never put a hole in my trousers. That would be a weird sort of baking, wouldn't it?
I was gonna
What
say,
are you
what
baking?
are
How
you
are you
baking
baking?
when?
So, no, I
Knife
think,
accident,
yeah, yeah. I just
scissors.
get on with it. Just I have aprons, and I used to screen print aprons and sell them, but no, I just get baking.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So,
think
Yep.
there are a lot
Yep.
of us who have this whole collection of aprons that we keep forgetting exist.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm baking. Wait, maybe I should put on an apron. No, I'm doing this.
yeah,
It's too
yeah,
late. It's too late. Yeah.
yeah, and it tends to be like I suppose what might be useful is those things. Did sort of Victorian surgeons used to wear them, where they would have like a sort of
Oh,
a glove, a sleeve
the
glove, so it would
sleeve.
just sort of like cover their arms because
We have
I
those
get
in the
terribly
operating room.
sticky.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yes.
something like
They
that.
are the sleeves of shame. It's usually if you have touched something and now you're no longer sterile. And so we have to put
Oh.
the sleeve of shame over your arm. But I'm like, yeah, that's a really good idea. I should bring some of those home from the hospital so that I can
Yeah, see how
use
you
them
get
in the
on.
kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is always it's
Mhm.
less the front and more like I've stuck my cuff in something, sticky on the
Mm,
worktop, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably some dates.
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
They could be sticky. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Puff pastry, buy it or make it.
Um, I would never make full puff pastry, so I would buy it.
Okay.
But I would make rough puff pastry. So I would say it's 50-50.
Mhm.
Mm,
But I think I once, no, maybe twice I made full puff pastry when I was deep in the Bake Off application era because I thought it was important to do that. And I honestly couldn't tell any difference between that and the rough puff I'd made. So I thought,
mm,
right, well, we've done that. But mostly I'm buying puff pastry.
So what would
yeah.
be the deciding factor for you between buying and just time, probably, and
Yeah,
making
probably time. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
right
suppose
on
actually,
brand there, Kat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, I look at my watch and I think, how long have I got to bake this? And then
Hmm.
but I think our puff pastry, the standard puff pastry, isn't made with butter. So I think if I was doing something super special, I would make my own rough puff so you could have like the real butteriness.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah,
Okay.
mostly shop bought.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
Tell
totally fair.
anyone.
To me,
No, of
it's
course
faster
not.
to
Don't
make it,
judge.
but that's just because I don't ever have it here. So if I
Mm,
was like, oh, I'm gonna get it, I'd have to leave and go to the store and buy
Yeah,
it and come
yeah.
back. So, but I
yeah.
always have butter.
Yeah. But I find in the UK or in Europe in general, there are so many good pastry options already pre-made that you can just buy
Hmm.
from the fridge there and then just roll out and use. Like the opportunity to just do that is so easy as well. And
Yeah,
makes it easy for people if they again have 20 minutes to pull something together,
yeah,
right? Instead of
yeah. We do
yeah.
have really good provision for chilled pastry. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
we are lucky. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
it does make it easier.
Yeah. Writing your own cookbook or being on Bake Off?
Writing my own
See, there you go.
cookbook.
And soon, and hopefully soon to have a second one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would
that
be
yeah, that's
awesome.
the new dream, isn't it? To not be a one. I was going to say one hit wonder. I don't know if it's a hit. To be a one medium selling wonder.
Yeah. How are sales looking?
I've no idea. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't
okay.
know the
Hmm.
figures. It did well in its first week. So I mean, I was obsessively refreshing the Amazon chart, and
Mhm.
it was kind of, it was holding its own. But
Nice.
I've no idea. But it didn't disappear off the face of the earth. And actually, what's really lovely is just the feedback I've got from, lovely people like you and other people who've sort of messaged or, tagged me in posts and things like that. And it's just really kind of, again, just really special that it's kind of like, oh wow, that was my ideas and my recipes, and someone's trusted me to to say, okay, well, I'll have a go at making that, because time is expensive, ingredients are
Mhm.
expensive, books are expensive, but people have trusted me and enough to think, I'll give it a go, which is really
Yeah.
just lovely.
Yeah, and
Mm.
across the world, people are
Yeah,
holding your book in their hands
yeah, and
and
holding it
Yeah.
up to them
And
their
holding it up to their
faces.
faces,
yeah, that
which
must be a little surreal.
That's very surreal.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think that
much.
was brilliant. I really do think that part of it was especially brilliant in terms
Yeah,
of the publicity and promotion of your book as well. I think it's so
yeah,
nice because then people can actually physically interact with your
yeah.
book and like
Well, do
Why
you
it's
didn't you
know?
put
fun,
a
right?
page with the
It's
two little holes that you could put like sweets on your
exactly
bake?
right.
It's
Maybe
true.
that's a
Next one, next book.
yes.
You can walk your
Yeah,
way through all the different bakes.
like the hungry
or
caterpillar.
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, or a little pop-up, like a pop-up. Those were
Oh,
so fun
yeah,
Oh,
as kids.
yeah,
And then
love
your illustrated bake would come up,
yeah.
right?
Well,
As
the
a
other
pop-up.
idea I had was my agent. My agent sent me as a publication present. He sent me the Great British Bake Off colouring in book.
Oh.
As a joke, and I was like, yes, actually, I'm taking that as a joke. That's very funny. But then I thought, why don't I do a colouring in book? Like the top of the
Yeah.
charts is always colouring in books. I was like, I could just draw the pictures, don't have to bake the bakes, just draw the pictures, and someone else can colour them in.
I
Can
would
color
love that.
them.
I would be
That would be
coloring them.
fun.
It's
Yeah,
so soothing to just
yeah,
color, actually, even as a full-grown old lady adult. Put on some music and just,
yeah,
Hmm.
relaxing.
yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe that's in the pipeline too. It's not, but it's quite a funny idea.
I mean, I'm down anytime. Anytime you want to just make me a cartoon and just
Oh,
email
you
it
can
Yeah.
to me,
colour it
I'll print it
in.
out and I'll color it in.
Okay.
Be like, yeah.
I think that would be kind of fun to do like a coloring book slash baking book
Mhm.
that, yeah. And
Mm.
even for kids, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Whole other audience there.
Yeah.
Do you like lots of detail when you're colouring in, or do you like what?
Just
Presumably, it's more
depends
interesting
on
to
the
have.
depends on the date for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I like to have an option. I like
Okay.
some that are less because you don't want like these big, huge spaces that you have to then try to color evenly because
Mm.
Mm.
that's a pain. But
Yeah.
you don't want it to be so overwhelming that it feels like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting. So fine
Balance.
balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
There'll be a
options, quick,
science.
medium, and long.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And
I
then
mean,
do you color all of the same, like let's say you have your red pencil crayon in hand, do you color all the things in red that needs to get done, or do you color by like whatever shape you're doing? Like let's say it's a flower or like a little garden scene or whatever. So do you color all your red flowers in at the same time?
you're
Or do
asking
you
me.
go, here's well, you're the colorer in this discussion, I think. So I just out of curiosity's sake, or
Oh,
do you like color a red flower in and then you switch over and color the yellow one next to it and then you color the next one in purple and then
if
you
there's
go
a
back to the
human being
red.
in it, if there's a human being in it, I am starting with my flesh tones first, and I have usually three different ones, and I am starting with all of the lightest one, and then I'm doing all my shading, and I'm like, yeah. So I think,
Wow.
yeah, I would stick with one color, and I didn't think about it, but yes, that's very
Okay.
methodical. when it
That's
comes
so
to.
interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Yeah.
Noted.
Making notes for the next book. All right. Macarons or macaroons?
Let's go macarons because we like a
Mm.
challenge, don't we? Yeah, macarons.
Can you
In
do a
fact,
quick version of those?
no.
Okay.
No, there's a reason that the macaron is the long version in the macaroons,
Yeah.
the coconut macaroon chapter.
Yeah.
And actually, I hadn't made macaron for a couple of years, but I obviously had to revisit it to check my recipe was still up to scratch when I was writing that chapter. So I did enjoy doing it, but I did think,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
crikey.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go macaron because it's kind of special, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. They always
Yeah.
look so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I
Yeah.
don't
And the
know.
versatility of them from a flavor
Mm,
perspective.
Mm,
yeah. Christina is
yeah.
the
You can do a
queen
lot with them.
when it
You're
comes to.
the queen of macaron, yeah.
Stop it. Hardly. 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 I can make a decent macaron sometimes. So
All the time.
only the ones that show up nice on
That's true. That's true.
yeah, Larry would argue that point with you. So we had
Yes,
one of
there's
the
a reason.
bakers. Yeah. So I'm like, Larry, sure. Because he's like, oh, can you teach me how to do macarons? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. So we had a baking day with him where we baked some beautiful bread, chocopan bread. And
Beautiful.
then I was baking, Larry and I were going to make macarons together. And they were like macarons that day. Like nothing turned out well. And he's like, are you sure you can do this? And then sometimes when I post like some macarons that are lovely or what have you, nice feed, he's like, well, ours certainly didn't turn out that way. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I need a redo with you, Larry. I'm
Yes,
sorry, Larry.
He's never
I
going to let you
failed you.
forget, see?
he will not. No. And I have
No, no,
so
no.
much footage on my camera, on my phone still from filming all of that. Trying
Just cut it off.
to, oh yeah.
Unless we want to do a how not to bake macaron video,
It
and then
just would take a
we
lot of
could edit that
editing that
one.
I'm not interested in doing, as we've discussed. No more editing, but yes.
So anyhow, yeah.
Were you in his kitchen?
No, he was
You
in
were in
mine.
yours.
Mm,
So the
Hmm.
gods
different.
just
Hmm.
weren't with you.
No, I think there was like just lots going on. And then
Mm,
it was a higher humidity day as well out here in the summer. So that, and we just didn't let them sit enough. We didn't
yeah.
dry them out enough and that kind of stuff. And I hadn't, because that was a number of years ago. So I'm always like tweaking my recipes a little to add
Yeah.
this a little, change that, just depending on what the humidity is. And we just, yeah, I think there was just a lot going on, not making excuses, but kind of making excuses at the same time. But I'm better than that normally. But yeah, it was just a bad day for them overall. So, and sometimes
Mm.
that happens with macarons, right? So,
Yeah, I mean,
or at
sure.
least
I
that
mean,
happens for me.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you've got too much on, that in itself, like just the easiest things can fall apart. The things that you
Yeah.
do all the time because you just take your eye off the ball for
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
2 minutes and then you've burnt something or let something go too far. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. We had a
Yeah,
fun day. We
We
had a
did.
fun day nonetheless.
yeah.
Right, Larry?
Right, Larry?
Right, Larry?
He enjoyed
Oh,
it.
we'll do a redo soon. Okay, and the last one, cake, pie, or cookies, or in your case, biscuits. What's your preference? What's your go-to?
Oh, not biscuits, not crunchy biscuits. So we can immediately remove that one. So it's between cookie, pie, and cake. Oh gosh, I'm gonna say a pie, but not a fruit pie. So like one your sort of North American pies where it's the crust and then something
Mhm.
creamy and gooey and something yummy on the
Like a lemon
a few
meringue or
yeah, lemon meringue or like a chocolate and coconut, something like that
Mm,
that's
mhm,
just all
mhm.
out oof, no,
decadence.
don't come near me with an apple pie. Not interested in
No,
that. I'll take some yummy fillings and a great big whippy topping or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds
So
good.
yeah, like the fluffy and the whipped
Yeah.
cream or
Yeah.
meringue or yeah,
Yeah.
instead of the
It was almost
heavy.
like, like a cartoon pie. If I want a pie, I want a big cartoon pie. Actually,
Again,
maybe it's the
on
sort of pie
You
brand.
that you
want
can
all
put
the
in.
show.
Oh my God. Okay, the kind of pie that you can smash in someone's face.
Yes, I think we've reached the point, haven't we, where that's what it's come down to. It's, can I smash it in mine or someone else's face?
Apple pies are not conducive to that.
Not
That
good
is,
for that.
Not
yeah,
really.
No.
No, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm sure you could still use them as the, you could still do that. However, it's not as satisfying.
no.
Um,
And it would
when
be
you take it
hard
out.
to
You have
like
like pieces of
figure out the
pastry falling
balance
off.
of like it's all gonna fall out before I even get there.
Mm,
Yeah, just yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
No
then
good.
yeah, like what
Yeah.
what sticks to your face? Like dough bits and like ooze of apples,
A big chunk of
rather than,
apple sliding,
all of
yeah.
the whipped cream. Like the effect of that is just much more
Yeah.
satisfying, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the video where I was wearing a bikini, admittedly over my top and my jeans, and I
Yes.
smashed the custard
Yeah.
pie in my face? Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that was just a pie crust with jam and whipped cream on it. And that seemed to do the trick. So it all stayed within the crust on the,
Mm.
as it was vertical and
On the
craning towards
upswing, yeah.
my face. Yeah. Because like you say, that's the important, but you can't have it crumble before it gets to
Yeah.
the face. I was thinking of all the things I thought I'd end up doing. If you told me 4.5 years ago that I'd put a bikini on over my jeans and smash a custard pie in my face on a camera, I would not have believed you.
How about if we told you you'd have an awesome cookbook that you just published and released?
Well,
Would
I
you
don't know.
believe
Yeah,
that?
would I believe that? That's certainly what I would have wanted,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure I would have believed that would have happened. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
you did.
we
You
got there in the
did.
end.
Amazing. Amazing. What
We're
an
so
accomplishment.
very proud of you, and we're so thrilled for
Oh,
you,
thank you.
Tat, that
Yes.
that you did that, and we're wishing you all the success in the world as it is just recently launched
Mhm.
and out there for sale. I know in North America you can get it on Amazon.
Mhm.
It's available on that,
Yeah.
and in the UK, I'm sure Amazon as well there. And
Yeah, so I know it's definitely in bookshops here and it's on Amazon. And I think if most people check on their Amazon, then it will tell you if it's available in your country and whether you can get it shipped rather than having to have it shipped from the UK. I think you
Mhm.
should be able to get it sort of locally on Amazon. So yeah. But I want to thank you guys for your support because you've been incredible. And just invited me on the podcast in the first place and then inviting me back to talk about it. It's really lovely. So thank you.
Oh,
Well,
well, we love chatting with you.
it's an
It's
honor
been
to have you
lovely.
back. And it's so, no, seriously, it really is. And it's so wonderful that to have your support for what we do. We love supporting you right back. You are so, like I said before, such a joy and just beautiful. Just happiness. It's pure joy and happiness watching you on Instagram, and then now to have your book and be able to bake from that, and knowing that you did this is so cool for us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, we really are thrilled for you, and wish you nothing but the very best moving forward as your journey continues with baking and creating more of these wonderful books.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course. Before you go, we have a new little segment called Baker's Confessions. So, a couple more questions for you. And the first question is, do you eat more dough or batter than you bake?
uh, I eat a lot of dough, and I am a bit icky about a raw egg batter, but I'll do it.
Mm,
Um, in fact, I had to do some today because I had to test whether it was sweet enough, and it was like a
mm.
custard. So before I poured it on to bake, I did kind of go and tasted it, and it was fine. You just have to zone it out, don't you? If you're not
Yeah.
cool with raw eggs. I think on balance, most of it goes in the pans, but yeah, there's a lot of Nature's spatula. You get your finger
Yes.
around there and
Yeah.
lick it.
And
It
one
is a
more
fun part
baker's
of baking.
confession.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is
yeah.
fun.
And
Oops, sorry.
so this one is, we want to know your biggest baking fail.
There's a lot of them. um, the well, there was one that didn't make it into the book because obviously it was a failure, and it's quite annoying because I have in the Black Forest Gatto chapter, I have a plant-based Black Forest Gatto, and it's really good. It's egg-free. It's dead easy to whip up, but it relies on the gluten. And I always try and do a gluten-free version. And I tried so many different ways to make that gluten-free and plant-based, and uh, it was awful. Every single way I tried it, I just thought this is not good enough to put in. This does not taste good. And I tried and I tried and tried, and I just failed so much. And I just in the end thought, I'm not going to put it in. That's a failure. I'll just apologize to anyone who needed, that's why I point them in the direction of the sticky toffee pudding chapter, because that's all egg free and you can make
Yeah.
it gluten free. So that's fine. So that was the failure in the book. But the failure that I think was about 20 years ago, and my friend's never forgotten it because it was so funny. And we call it grey cake because I made her a lovely kind of sort of vanilla sponge cake, and then I filled it with whipped cream and fresh raspberries, and then I topped it with another. There was at least 2 layers. It might have been 3 layers. I'm not sure. And then I put a thick layer of white chocolate ganache, and that was the day before. And then overnight, you know what's coming, don't you? So overnight, the raspberries turned grey and they seeped into the cream, and then the cream deflated and it sank into the sponge.
Oh.
And the ganache was so thick, it was like rubber. So we were cutting through this cake. So as we put the knife in, we were like, oh, this doesn't feel right. And so the knife sort of was kind of like shuddering through the ganache. It got through the ganache, and then we peeled back the cake, and it was like this sunken rubbery mass of sponge which had been collapsed by all the moisture from the cream and the raspberries, and
Oh.
and it had turned grey. So it was just grey cake, and that's it.
Did you still eat it?
Well, we tried, but even given its component parts,
Yeah.
it was really quite unpleasant. So
Oh,
I would say, yeah, that's probably the one that springs to mind the most.
The gray cake. And then
Yeah,
she looks at you and says, well, you tried. Thank you for trying. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It sounds absolutely delicious.
In my
Yes,
head,
normal.
it was going to be amazing. And I think, I kind of, she's my very best friend. So she was, she knew there was no malice in me presenting that cake to her.
Yeah.
Of course.
Great. Great. Oh,
Oh,
man. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've come.
I know not to leave a fresh cream and, fresh berry cake sitting overnight.
mhm.
And I
Yeah.
know
I
how to
mean,
make ganache better as well.
Yes.
yeah. And I'm sure if you'd served it immediately, it would have been amazing. So it was just the,
Well, I don't know. It would have been better, certainly.
Better.
But yeah,
Yes. It's a good way of putting it.
yeah, yeah.
well, anyhow. Yeah. I mean, we've all had missteps along the way, right? That's part of how you learn and how you do get
Mm,
better, right? Is going, oh, okay, lesson learned. Won't be
Mhm.
doing that again,
yeah,
or
yeah.
rejigging your ganache, or not leaving whipped cream cakes overnight, that kind of stuff, right? So,
Absolutely.
all that kind of stuff. Because stuff that people don't necessarily tell you or share in a recipe sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
So true.
yeah.
Yeah, what
yeah,
doesn't kill
And
you makes you a better baker.
totally.
I think that cake could have killed someone if it had fallen on them.
Oh boy. Well, that's not good.
No,
Oh, oh,
Nobody has been injured by any of your baking, I'm sure.
no, I've been injured by my baking, but
oh,
that was caramel. So we've all got a
oh, fair
caramel
enough.
scar, haven't we? I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
or oven. Your oven. My oven gets me
Oh
all the time.
yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
across the top
So
of
in
the
fact, I
hand. Got
have.
so many
Mine is
marks.
always
Yeah.
right here.
I got one
Yeah.
right there.
Across here.
It's
It's
like the
like,
baker's tattoo, isn't it?
Right?
yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Are you even a baker if you don't have little burn scars all over your hands
Exactly.
and your
Exactly.
arms or what have
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
that's for sure. Easy to recognize another baker in the wild.
It's a bit like Russian prison tattoos, I suppose, isn't it? It's like, ah, I see.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
just
You're a
like,
baker.
I see you.
It's crazy we did the same thing at the same
Did we?
time.
Oh, and I messed
You're
up with
so
it.
in
I like
tune.
lost my fingers. Well, that will be fun to watch. Thank you again,
Oh,
Tat, for being
amazing.
here with us. It's always a pleasure and a joy to speak with
Oh,
you.
Well, it's been a wonderful chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day
Yeah,
yes.
and congratulations again on your book.
thank you. And you enjoy
Yeah.
your sleep, won't you?
I will.
Yeah.
And all the very best to your mom as well as she's healing up
Thank you.
from her procedures
Yeah,
and
she's doing really
hopefully all
well.
will go well. Nice.
That's
Thank you
So
so much.
wonderful.
continued good healing to her.
Thank you. All right. Thank
Awesome.
Bye.
you.
Thank
I'll
you.
see
Bye.
you.
Yes.
I love her. I love her
I love her
so
too.
much.
I know you do. She's like our idol in a way, you know?
Oh, I
Taking
totally
something
fangirl when she's around because
you
I mean
do.
she's just she's so fun and she's just authentically who she is. And I love that about her. And I love, that she's taken, I mean, look where she's at. She published her first cookbook.
I know.
And I think that's such a huge, fabulous accomplishment and lots of hard work and grit and
So
energy
much.
that went into that. And I'm just so dang proud of her and so happy for her.
Me
And it's a
too.
great cookbook as well.
Yeah,
Like that's the
it's
other
not
part of
just
it.
that she's put out a cookbook, but that it's so great, so thorough, so
Mhm.
beautifully illustrated, so well written, and has
It's
all those
fun.
foundational recipes in there and fun ideas about how to make something in a short period of time that still tastes delicious and amazing and is an echo of the original dessert. It's so much fun.
It
Yeah.
really is. And I love that you can totally read like her personality comes through in the book. Like you follow her on Instagram, you know how much of just a fun-spirited person she is and how her sarcastic humor, her wit, like how she chats about things and it really comes across like that in the cookbook as well.
Yes, yes.
And it's a very very special thing and I love that she's done this and I love that we had the opportunity to chat with her about it
Me too.
and what went into it and yeah, just thrilled for her.
And you know that she was talking about that video that she put out when she opened up the box with
Mhm.
her published
Mhm.
book in it. And that was a really great video to see her put out there because she talks about how, she's usually not allowing herself to be that vulnerable. But when I think about how she just was, so quietly joyful and
Mhm.
satisfied as she was looking at it and holding it and just, I did this. It's real. It's here. It was a moment of beauty
Mhm.
and
And
joy. See that.
I'm so glad she decided to share that with us too.
Me too. Me too. It was vulnerable, but she was really allowing us to see how this really was the culmination for her of all that work and all that time
Mhm.
and all those different proposals that she put out too. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really grateful for that.
a huge work in a huge work and to finally have that like she put it a physical thing in hand
Mhm.
and how that felt in that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
perfect.
So
By the way, your hair looks really nice and not Lord Farquaad at all.
seriously, the whole time after that comment was made, that's all I could see through the entire podcast.
I'm
I'm like,
sorry. It only
no,
looked like that
it's
when you
all
had the
good.
book up.
No, not really, because I feel like it does that now too. But that's
Oh,
okay. In real life, it's actually got a little bit of movement. It's really not so like
Christina, it looks beautiful. I feel bad now. I feel like I
No, not at
put a
all. It was
complex
hilarious.
on you.
It was totally hilarious. It's just, no, it was more like all I could see was that the whole time.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Ah, too
That's not
funny.
good
But
at
no,
all. I also
it's all
wanted to
good.
say,
It's
because
all good.
she asked us about where we were in the process, and we said that, yeah, we know now that we're not on the Great Canadian Baking Show this year. And I'm sorry, I just kind of took it and ran with it. And I just wanted to ask you, because I didn't allow you to air, how you're feeling about that.
Oh, gee. You know what? I'm like, I think I shared with you, like, I'm at peace with it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it as, look, it's a dream to be able to go and bake in that tent
Yeah.
and just have these great relationships with these bakers that share similar passions to you and all that kind of stuff. I think it would be an incredible opportunity and privilege and honor to be able to do that one day, and I hope that it is in my future as well.
Yeah.
I kind of, like, the last couple of years have looked at it as, look, I can't take it personally because thousands of people apply every year. Canada is filled with incredible bakers from coast to coast that have wonderful stories to share and great recipes to share, and their personalities, and it's a hard thing for the producers of the show to be able to hand select
Hmm.
10, just
And
10 people
yeah.
every season to be part of that special group.
Yep. So
And
true.
so the odds of getting in are very slim to begin with. The
Hmm.
second part of it is really, every year that I don't get in gives me more motivation to keep learning and to keep growing and to keep experimenting and to be
Wonderful.
continued and inspired,
Yeah.
and share in the joy of the people who do make it in that tent. and
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of what we do too, is hopefully we'll have that opportunity yet again for season 10 to be able to connect up with the season 10 bakers, be able to share their stories,
And to see
for
people that we know.
exactly, right. And so I think that's the cool thing about what we do, and how I feel about it. Am I disappointed? Yeah, of course. I think there's always going to be that tinge of disappointment, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, if you don't put your application in, then you know that it's going to be a no. So every time
There.
you do put it in there, you have that chance, albeit a small bitty little chance, to be
Yes.
able to get in there one day. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I see it. So I'm taking it a lot better now than I think, I did in, I don't know. I think the more you've done it, the more you know what the feeling's going to be.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think you can kind of navigate through all those feelings a little
Yeah.
bit smoother these days than, let's say, the first couple of years that I applied. I think I was more
Yeah.
disappointed in those first couple of years when I know I probably wasn't ready to be on the show to
Yep.
begin with.
Gotcha. Yeah. Exactly.
So, you know,
Exactly.
I,
Yeah.
so anyway, long winded. I'm sure you regretted asking me the question.
100%. Oh yeah. No. Not at
And it's a
all.
good thing
Not
we
at
didn't
all.
take up all of that time when we had Tat that we were chatting with. So, but anyway,
Oh,
so there
well,
we go.
there we go. I'm pleased for us to kind of talk about a couple things that we might do with that time that we now, it kind of feels like
Right.
have off. So,
Mhm.
yeah, we'll talk more. And today was a wonderful
Yes,
conversation with Tat. I am so thrilled we got to do that. And now I'm
me
going to go
too.
have a nap.
That sounds lovely. You have a good rest, my friend. And
Thank you. Yes. Oh,
until
happy
next
baking.
week. Yeah. Until
Yes,
next week.
yes.
Happy,
Happy
happy
baking.
baking.